US has blocked a Gaza ceasefire draft resolution at the United Nations Security Council, the fourth time it has used its veto power during the conflict to shield its ally, Israel. 14 of the 15 council members voted in favor of the draft, which demanded that the war in Gaza must end immediately, unconditionally and permanently, and all remaining hostages must be immediately and unconditionally released. Deputy U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Robert Wood, said the document abandoned the necessity for there to be a linkage between a ceasefire and the release of hostages.
We could not support an unconditional ceasefire that failed to release the hostages. Because, as this Council has previously called for, a durable end to the war must come with the release of the hostages. These two urgent goals are inextricably linked. This resolution abandoned that necessity, and for that reason, the United States could not support it.
Wood said the proposed resolution would have sent a dangerous message to Hamas. 7 American citizens are still being held in Gaza. We will not forget them, he said.
Simply put, this resolution would have sent a dangerous message to Hamas. There's no need to come back to the negotiating table. Hamas would have seen it as a vindication of its cynical strategy to hope and pray the international community forgets about the fate of more than 100 hostages for more than 20 member states who have been held for 410 days. We must not let that happen, ever. The United States remains.
Wood claimed that the authors of the resolution had declined to consider compromise language that could have led to its passage, noting also that it failed to condemn Hamas for its October 7th terrorist attack. Only the US voted against the resolution, using its position as one of the 5 permanent members of the Council to veto it. The other 4 permanent members voted for it, including the UK, which has previously abstained from 3 other ceasefire resolutions shot down by the US. Before the vote, Israeli Ambassador Danny Danon said approval of the resolution would have been a betrayal.
The resolution being considered by the Security Council today is nothing short of a betrayal. It betrays the 101 innocent hostages still held by Hamas, their grieving families, and the very principles the UN claims to defend.
Palestinian militant group Hamas accused the United States on Wednesday of being directly responsible for Israel's genocidal war in Gaza after it vetoed a UN Security Council resolution calling for a ceasefire.
There's no justification whatsoever for vetoing a resolution trying to stop atrocities. No justification for that.
Hezbollah's leader delivered a defiant speech on Wednesday, saying Israel cannot impose conditions for a truce in Lebanon, as visiting US envoy Amos Hochstein headed to Israel to try to negotiate an end to the war.
هنا تأتي النقطة الجوهرية. ما هو الحل؟ يقولون الآن بأنه يوجد ورقة من أجل المفاوضات. نحن استلمنا هذه الورقة وقرأناها جيدا وأبدينا ملاحظات عليها. لدينا ملاحظات ولدى الرئيس بر ملاحظات، أي أن ملاحظاتنا كلها بين المقاومة والدولة إن شاء الله متناغمة ومتوافقة.
The way ahead to a potential ceasefire to the Israel-Gaza war still seems unclear. Bureau Report NewsX.